Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Professor J. De Los Reyes. What I will be discussing this morning is on how to uh, interconnect a cell phone charger module to a power supply and also provide a USB terminal for us to charge our cell phone. I would like to discuss this cell phone charger module. This is a cell phone charger module. This is LM2856. It is a buck converter. Buck converter meaning the input voltage here could be adjusted to be set to a certain value on this portion here. The voltage appearing here will be the one that goes to our cell phone. Okay, so what I did, guys, is that I connected a 12 volt DC power supply to the input. That's this one here. It goes here. It is soldered over here, positive, negative. So this is the voltage input to the module. So this cell phone charger module will be powered up, and to bring out the required voltage on the secondary, the one that goes to the USB. Okay, we rotate this one clockwise. So if this is rated 12 volts, and since this is a rated, what I call this, a buck converter, we could adjust this potentiometer here such that the voltage across this will be 5 volts, the voltage needed to charge our 3.7 volt power banks or cell phones. Because the input voltage to our cell phones is actually 3.7 volt, the one coming here. So if the input voltage here is 12 volts, we'll adjust this potentiometer here, and we will be getting our voltmeter here, and just to make sure that the voltage here will be 5 volts. We'll set it exactly at 5 volts. Okay, so when we charge our power bank, which is rated by 3.7 volts, it will not be overcharged. Okay, so this is just the simplest connection that what I did. Okay, I use my knowledge on the soldering technique. So from this output here, I soldered this one to a USB terminal, and I make it a point that the solder connection will not be toggled while we are using. So I tie this with the zip tie, The connection is inside, so we are not toggling the soldered connection, because if we keep toggling the soldered connection without this zip tie here, later on it will be disconnected. And to avoid the so-called disconnection, I place this with the tape and zip tie it, so the soldered connection could not be toggled while we are using. And one thing more, the input voltage here, I make it a point that it looks neat. I included it with the zip tie here. So actually, there's nothing tangling while we are using this one. Okay? Oh, this one is the 120 volt AC. What's coming out here, I see the specification of this adapter here is 12 volt, 500 milliampere. I think that's more than good enough to charge a cell phone gradually. Okay. The 12 volt output is here. It goes here. I soldered the connection here. This is the plus. This is minus. I also make it point that this portion will not be always be moved on, so it will not be disconnected while we are using for a long time. Okay, so right now all the connections are done. This module is now set to read 5 volts here. If the input voltage here is 12 volts, I did that already by adjusting this potentiometer here. So to show you that this is working, okay, I will plug in this one. The outlet is powered already, so I will just plug in this one. Okay. The module is already lighted because the power input is okay to be 12 volts. And if we try to measure the voltage across this, it is 5 volts. And I inserted already the load power bank. Okay, that's the load power bank. So it looks neat while we are charging. No dangling cables. Okay, it looks neat. So we will not be disconnecting any soldered connection because we went it with the zip tie. We wrap it with the tape, so there will be no short circuiting of the soldered connection. Then what I call this, tie it with the zip tie. So this is safe. The soldered connection will not be dangling, It will not be disconnected no matter how many times we use this one, even on this portion here. And just to show you that the cell phone charger is activated already, that LED red light is lighted, meaning we inputted the 12 volts here. What comes out here is 5 volts. And that 5 volts actually goes to this USB here, and it is now charging our battery. Okay, so that's the way on how to interconnect a cell phone charger module. Okay, but you needed a power supply for the input of this one. So I got so many transformers here. This one here is rated 12 volt, the output 500 milliampere. So this is just perfect for the input here. For this LM2856, the input could be from 5 to 30, and if we try to input 12 volts here, since this is a buck converter, we could adjust this 12 volts here by rotating this blue knob here for us to bring out 5 volts here, and that 5 volts is the perfect voltage to charge our 3.7 volt battery. Okay, that's it, guys. This is Professor David J. De Los Reyes from Los Angeles. Good morning.